So we're just kind of, excuse me, going to blow through the warm-ups. Grab your band, by the way. If you want to bring a band, if you want to use a band, you can on these tonight. You should. It's up to you if you want to use one or not. These are not band exercises, but they are exercises where you could use a band if you wanted to. So I wrote them up that way, just in case Susie showed up, just in case. So you don't need it. It's not necessary, not mandatory that you have a band. Warm up. We'll go short. So we're going to do floor exercises 4, then we're going to do 4 lower body exercises, back to core exercises, back to lower body. You get the picture. One time through on all of them, I got 36 exercises. We got 45 minutes. So we're going to have to go through them fairly efficiently for time. 45 on, 15 off. There are some that I will take a little longer on. That's why you don't get to see a timer, because I do what I want. Whatever. All right, on the floor, starting with crunches. Let's get the core warmed up. You guys have all been like doing something today already. I just lay around in bed all day, so I'm not warmed up, but I'm sure you guys are. You don't need to use the band. We're just going to do crunches, but if you want to bring those legs apart just a little bit, working on the outside of the hips, hey, that's up to you. All right, 36 exercises, 45 minutes. I'm sure we can do it. If you're ready, let's go. Just a crunch. Up. Just warm up the core a little bit. Tighten, arms up off the floor, or shoulder blades up off the floor, back down. Exhale as you come up. Like that. And back. Squeeze. And down. Bring it up. Hold up there before you come down. Always keep a couple seconds up there. See if you can get a little higher as you go. Legs all the way out. Makes it a little more challenging than if you bring the knees in. Heels up to the butt. Back down. 10 more seconds. Up. Up. Cheryl, you can get a band if you want. They're not band exercises, but if you want to use one, you can. Up. And we're good. We're going to take vertical leg crunch. Just, legs out a little bit. Down and up. Keep a little tension on the band if you're using the band. Otherwise, work that lower back. I'm sorry, work the lower abs. Stay away from the lower back. Keep it tight. Up and back out. Try to keep those shoulder blades off the floor just a little bit. Keeping tension on the upper half of the body as well. Down. Again, you don't need the band. You just put a little pressure out using it. If you are, just to work the outside of the hips, you're going to feel it on the outside of the knees, thighs. Up. Hold for a count. Back down nice and slow. And up again. Hold it. And down. 3 more. And back. 2 more. Last one. Down. And up. All right. Put the 2 together. We're going to do a V up. So arms up. Reaching towards the legs and back out. Up. And back. Modified V up. You can do on your back. Just reaching up through, or bring one leg up at a time, or you can do both. Extend, reach, and back down. Are you ready? Whichever you're going to do, let's do it. And out. Bring it up. And back out. Feet on the floor between each one. If you want to break. And back down. Up. And extend. Hold. And back out. Oh, I feel that. And out. Feet up, arms up. That's another way you can just reach. The other thing you can do is bring the knees in, tuck, and back out again. That's another way. Just use the upper and lower body together. 10 seconds. Out. In. Hold it tight. One more time. And out. All right. We're going to do, put the band around the feet if you're using it, feet out, and just do a pull, alternating legs. One comes in, one goes out. If you're ready, hip flexors all the way on this one. Keep the feet off the floor. And you'll feel it in the lower abs as well as the hip flexors and the quadriceps. Halfway into it. Squeeze it. Push through. Again, you don't need the band. You can just do tucks. Out and in. My band fell off. I did that on purpose because it was getting to be too hard. 5 seconds left. Out. Out. Alternate. Take your time. Heels just off the floor. We're good. Up we go. Lower body. Starting out with deadlifts. We're going to do a split on the deadlift. Band around the knees, around the ankles if you want. Split squat or split squat. Stagger step. Bring it down. Leg up if you want. And then back down again. Got to work on this one. If you want, just keep them apart. Coming down. You can raise that up and then back down again to work the glutes. 5 seconds and we start. Feet are parallel. Ready. Down, hip hinge. Leg up if you want. And step it back up. Again, down. Little bend in that knee. Don't have to use the band if that doesn't work for you. Feel the glutes working. If you're using the band, lifting that up. Both sides, actually. And back down. Keep a little bend in the knee. Whoa. I can't look to the side and do this. And up. Almost there. 10 seconds left. Down. One more time. Lift that back leg. And done. Other side, same thing. Step it back. Stay in that stagger step. If you're ready, hip hinge down. Lift that back leg and up. And bring it in. Tap out. Lift the back leg and down again. Down. Get that leg as high as you can. Hold it up as you come up. So hip hinge, raise the leg up in a reverse lift, and then coming back up again. Down. 15 seconds left. And in. Back up. 2 more. Down. Lift that leg. And up. Last one. And up. Ooh. Almost didn't make that one. On the ground. Weighted glute bridge. Just a glute bridge. We'll get a little more into those later, but for right now, up over the knees, feet apart, a little wider than shoulder width apart. Keep the knees separated. If you're ready, feet on the floor, let's go. Up, squeeze it. Come back down again, not very far. Want to try to do pulses as much as you can. Keep the knees out. If you're not feeling any pressure on the outside of the hips, step them out a little wider, but make sure the knees stay right over the ankles. Up. Squeeze those glutes all the way up. That band really intensifies the glute exercise here. You can really feel those muscles cramp up as you're going up. Little pulses, don't go too far. When you get in that top position, stay up there. Still don't feel it, separate those legs a little more, get them a little wider. Up. Squeeze tight. And 2 more. Down, up, 1 left. And squeeze, hold. And back down again. All right, back up. We're going to do a sumo squat. Weights racked on the shoulders. Again, keep the band above the knees. Or you can go down to the ankles, up to you. So feet are out at a 45. Weights are on the shoulders next to the head. And if you're ready, take it down, butt back, roll and push. Stop at the bottom and drive it back up again. Keep the weights right next to the head and drive through. This is a lower body exercise. If you want to put shoulders into it, you can. Down, roll, Do a shoulder press if you're looking for it. Roll the hips, drive up. Get that hip forward. Stop at the bottom. Roll the hip. Push up through the ball of the foot to the heel, all the way to the top, forcing the hip up all the way. Down. Hold. Roll. One more time. Down. And push through. We're good. Weights down. Back on the floor. I'm getting a drink first, though. You can too. Keep the band on if you want. First one's going to be a reverse crunch. Either legs extended or legs in, your choice. So you take, bring it in, squeeze, or out, up, hold for a count, back out, and up. The other one you can do, I like there's a twist. So as you come up, bring the hips up, turn the legs, and then bring them back down again. And then hold them to the side to work the obliques. Too many options. Do what you want. You ready? Whichever it is, let's go. Hold up at the top. When you get up there, stay up there for a count. Don't just roll up and roll right back down again. Tighten up those core muscles. Lower abs and upper abs. Bring it in, stay up, and back out. Come to a complete stop on the back. So don't just roll up on the shoulders and roll right back down again. It's up, hold, and then release. And out. Bring it in, tight, and back out. Keep going. Extend and in. Squeeze it. Back out. 2 more. And last one. And done. Legs extended. Small flutter kicks. Put the band around the feet. Extend out. Bring the feet off the floor just a little bit. And then just do flutters. Fight that band. Up, up. Ready? Let's go. So knees are bent. Lift with one, push with the other. Up and down. They don't go fast. You want to feel the resistance of that band as you lift that leg. Hip flexors. Lower abs. Keeping those feet off the ground just a little bit. Hands under the butt if you need to. Protect that lower back. 10 seconds. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice. All right. Side plank. Band around the legs for a side leg lift. If I can get the band around. There we go. On your elbow, elbow's right underneath the shoulder. Stack, and then just take that leg and pull up. Doesn't have to be a lot. Just feel the tension on the outside of the hip. You get a bite here. You ready? Let's go. Up. Need my mat for this one. That's where I slide across the floor. So you're not lifting high, making sure the toe is forward though. Going with it. We're almost there. 5 seconds. Up. 2, 1. Flip it over. Same thing. Legs out. Elbow underneath. And raise it up. You can do this without the band, or you can just hold it in a side plank, straightening that out. Just keep the hip up, whichever you're doing. But keep sliding. 15 seconds left. Up. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, on your side. Go back to the other side. Hips forward, legs forward. Torso comes around. There's no band on this one. Just up and back down. Don't push on the back of your head. Let the muscles in the core do the work. So bring it up, squeeze. You want to feel the muscles between the rib cage and the hips do the work. As you're up there, don't come down until you can feel those obliques grab, and then you can come back down again. Keep your eyes on the ceiling as you're doing it. Don't be looking down. Don't push the head down and looking down at the knees. It's up at the ceiling. You can put the hands wherever you want. If you're pushing on the back of the head, don't put them there. Put them somewhere else. Next to the ears, works. Get that shoulder blade down as you squeeze so you can feel this in the sides. 5 seconds, 2 more, 1 more, and done on this side. We're on to the other side. And sides on the floor, on the lower half, hips up, bring the shoulders back and up. Again, look up at the ceiling, up and back. If you keep the shoulders out, and this is the advantage of going behind your head, is that if you keep the elbows out, it's going to keep the shoulders straight, yet parallel with the floor. The other thing, don't let yourself roll backwards onto the glutes. You want to make sure the weight is on that hip on the bottom side. Again, go up there, hold it, move around till you can feel those obliques grab. And then once you get into it, you can stay right there. Keep the core tight as you go up. Looking right straight up at the ceiling. Don't give up on that. Again, if you don't feel it in the obliques, you probably roll back on the butt. Don't come back over, put the weight into those knees. 5 seconds. And we're good. Back up. Lateral lunge. Stepping out, foot up, step it out, go down. As you come up, pick the foot up, bring it in, lift on the other side, step out as far as you can, and go into the lateral. Grab your weights. Working the outside of the hips on this one, as well as the back. You ready? Let's do it. Out. Push the butt back. Drive up through. Slow on that leg coming back in. Out. And up. Pick that leg up. Work that band. Up. Step out. Don't just throw your weight out. Try to hold in the middle as long as you can as you pick that leg up and step it out. Balance. Up, out, butt right straight back. Knee stays over the ankle. Out, push back, and in. And up. Take it out. Keep the legs strong. Up and out. Again, if you want the band up over the knees, it's a lot easier on the knees. There's a lot of strength that goes into those knees. Do not let the band pull the foot in inside the knees. Up, 10 seconds. Out, butt back, and push. Other side, and up. Last one, and back. Goblet squat. One weight down. Feet out wide. Again, keep them wide. Feel the pressure. Keep the heels back, toes straight. If you let the toes go out, it makes it easier. Hold the toes in. Kind of walk the heels out a little bit. Get those feet perfectly parallel. Ready? Down. Roll the hips. Push up. Either that, or you can bring the band up around the hips. Down. hold, roll, and squeeze. Push up. You're driving that pelvis right up into the ceiling every time. Push through. Weight stays right by the chest, all the way into it. And up. Get those heels out. Mine are starting to come in. I lost the work in the glutes when I did that. Down, roll, straight up. Squeeze the glutes all the way up. Push and drive. Couple more times. Up. 2 more. Take it down as deep as you can. Hold, roll, and drive right straight up. Get the heels out 1 more time. Make it hard. Down, roll, and right straight up. All right. Grab the 2 weights. Holding the weights apart in a stagger step. Back toe, back foot on the ball of the foot. Into, down, and back up, squeezing up. If you want to do a reverse lunge, step it back, down, and pick it up, staying on the one side, and then we'll go to the other. Otherwise, just stay in that split right here and back up. Every time you go down, you're going to feel the pressure from the band. I'm going up higher though, over the knees. It was sliding down there. All right, if you're ready, one side at a time. Here we go. Back into that lunge, push up to that front leg. Up and back, squeeze and forward. Or split squat down, roll that back leg and push up. Down and up. Step it back, take it down, push through the heel of that front foot. This is all about that front leg. The stationary leg is doing all the work. Glute pulls that leg back, the back leg back, and from there it's all the front leg. Roll, push up, 2 more, and up, 1 more. Take it back, down into it, and we're good. Other side. 5 seconds yet. Here we go. Step it back. Into that squat, push up through, and standing. Again, don't let the band do the work. Make it as slow as you come in, nice and slow. Band's trying to pull them together. You're not letting it happen. Weights in that front leg. It's controlling it while the core is keeping you over that stationary leg. And up, back, drop, push up. Step it back, roll the hip, and bring it up. Out, and push through. 3 more, and up, 2 more. Back, last one, right here. Push, nice and slow. And you're there. Back on the floor. I'm getting a drink of water. We're a little over halfway. A tad over halfway. First one I'm going to do is we're going to get on the sides, bringing the feet up, together, and back down. So bring them up and down. Wherever you want to put your hand is fine. You can put it in front, giving you a little stability. All right, ready? Bring it up. Keep the weight on that hip bone. Up. It hurts to do that. I don't have a mat underneath me. And back down. Lift. Up. Stay in the side as much as you can. We're hitting those obliques hard. Keep the toes forward as you do this, and don't let the weight go into the butt. It's got to stay on that hip bone. Up. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Bring it down. Take it up. And back down. Other side. Same thing. So you're going to feel this right again. Like all of them, you want it between the hips and the rib cage. On the side, legs are coming up. Ready? Let's do it. Again, stay on that hip bone. It's going to want to roll back. Don't let it. Up. Hold it until you feel it. Right above the hips. Up. Hold. Right up the side. Keep it right there. Again, lift. And down. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And good. Russian twists. However you want to do them, you do them. So with the band, I did find this, which I do like, is as you do the twist, hold the band and bring the arm down in that twist. Other side, same thing. Take those obliques. Keep the elbow bent as you use those obliques. Pull that arm down. So don't use the hand to bring it down, the shoulder, the triceps. Use the obliques to roll the torso around and pull it down. It's just another way to do it. You ready? And let's go. Again, try not to pull with the elbow, with the shoulder, with the upper back. Arm stays right where it is. And up. Keep the shoulder blades back as you're doing this. And that's what I find easier, is using the bands like this with the elbows out. I can keep my upper back out, keeping that little curve in the lower part of the back. Down and up. Remember, use the torso to twist with if you find yourself pulling down with the arm. Don't let that happen. 5 seconds. One more each side. Up. And up. Just a plank. Nothing crazy with it. Just a plank. You won't need the band right now. Later you will when we do a plank jack. But for right now, get out long. Butt stays down. Roll the hip forward. Go into it. Keep the elbows underneath the shoulders. Let's go. Again, keep moving that butt around. Feel those muscles in the lower abs working. Tighten them up. Squeeze the cheeks, rolling the hip up, and feel the added work by the lower abs when you do that. "30 seconds down, 15 to go. Keep it tight. Keep that back straight. Straight line from the back of the head through to the heels. 10 seconds. Again, move the butt. If you're not feeling it in the core anymore, move it around. Another pelvic tilt. 2, 1, and you're good. Back over. Bicycles. Ouch. With band or without. You make the call. You can put it up around the thighs, or you can put it around the feet. Shoulders turn as you do this, not the lower back. You ready? Let's go. Eyes up on the ceiling. Keep that lower back on the floor. You take your time, just roll that shoulder over and keep looking up at the ceiling. You're really going to feel the obliques engage. 15 seconds. 10. Lost my band again. We're good. All right. Grab your weight. Grab your band. We're going to do a weighted glute bridge, but this time butterflies when you're up. So putting the weight on the On the hips, I have to undo my band. Weight on the, yes, right here is where the band goes above the knees. Weight on the hips, bring the legs apart. So you've got some separation there, up, bring them out and in, keeping the butt squeeze the whole time. And just stay up on top and do those little squeezes out, little butterflies. Squeeze the glutes each time. Really try to push the hip up the whole time you're doing this. It's going to be a lot more effective. If you're not feeling it, get those legs out a little wider. Squeeze the glutes a little harder. Should be feeling this in the outside of the butt, right in the middle, just above the hips or above the legs. The butt sag and get it up. If you don't concentrate on it, that butt will come down. You won't even notice it. Down. 10 seconds. Three, two, one, and down. Going right back to those hips. My floor's coming apart. I need my mat. All right, we're going to go into a hydrant. Hydrant, we're going to call it. I'll move back a little bit. So knees at a 90, right here in the middle in a quadruped, leg up, squeeze it, and back down. So I put the stationary leg, I put the band underneath the stationary leg and around the lower half of the leg I'm moving. And right straight up, squeeze and back, out. You should feel this on the outside of the hip. Don't let your hip drop out on that stationary side. Watch it, make sure the hip stays right over the knee. Up to the side, it's an arc, and back in, up and back down. Just like if you were doing a side raise on your arms. Up, squeeze it, and back down. With that band there, you should feel it on both sides. Both sides are working to stabilize. Up. Exhale as you bring it up. Don't let your torso twist. Keep those hands flat on the floor. 5 seconds left. 3 more. Down. 2. Back. Last one. And in. Other side. Again, you should totally feel that one. Right on the outside of the hip, right in the glute, the medial glute. All right, you ready? I'm not. Yes, I am. Let's go. Up. Take it up nice and slow. Feel the tension, and then come back. Again, don't let the body twist at all. Up and back. So what you don't want is that torso to turn as you're going around or the hip to drop out to the side. Both hips are working. Stabilize right in the middle. Up, hold, and down. It's just that muscle on the outside of the hip that's working. Nowhere else. Bring it up, hold it, back down. Keep it up there for a couple seconds. Really feel it work. Again, check your knee and your hip to make sure they're in alignment. Both legs. 10 seconds. In, out. Bring it back. 2 more. And in. Last one. Hold it. And back. Next. All right. I'm against this one. Plank jack. These are by no means one of my favorites. All right. High plank, band around the ankles. If you want to use the band around the ankles, you can step out, in, or do a full out and in. I think the steps are harder. I really do. Then if you do the jump you seem to have some momentum with, and it doesn't have to work as hard. When you're starting from a dead stop with the step outs, it's a lot harder. You ready? Let's go. Out, in. Control it as it's coming back in. Don't let the band pull it in. Alternate which leg goes out first. Keep the butt down. Mine's getting way high. Up, out, in. You can do it that way too. You can't slow it down on the way in though. Out. Yeah, this is harder. 15 seconds. Alternate legs. Starting leg. Left starts, right starts. Left, right. And we're good. Look at those. Back up. Weights, Romanian deadlifts. RDLs. Grab a drink. Feet apart, a little wider than shoulder width apart. Down, roll the hips, squeeze coming back up again. Shoulders stay back. Don't go below the knees. You ready? Push your butt out. And bring it up. It's a hip thrust. Completely a hip thrust. Down and push forward. Back. Hold it. And up. Need some more work for the band. Bring the feet out a little bit more apart. Out. Keep a little bend in the knee. Feel those muscles working on the outside of the hips to hold that band in place. Out. And back up. Looking right straight out in front of you. And up. Shoulder blades stay back. Don't let them come forward like mine were. And up. Squeeze at the back. Feel the butt. Feel the hamstrings. Down and hold. Bring it up. Couple more times. Down. Last one. Hold at the bottom. Stay right there. Push the butt out a little farther if you can. And now, back up. You come. Weights down. First one you're going to do. On the stomach. Lift the leg up behind you. Just straight into a plank with a reverse leg lift. Out, butt down. Lift the one side. We go one side to the other. I have to turn around so I can see the clocks. Out. And if you're ready, let's do it. If you need to, you can go from the knee. You're still going to get those muscles working in the glutes as you lift. And that's what we're looking for. Are the muscles on the back leg? Like it's going up. My foot is sliding. I'm down on that knee so I can still get to work in the hamstrings of that back leg. Up. Keep the back straight. Even if you're down on the knee. 5 seconds. One more. Up. Other side. Get that down around the ankles. Ready? Let's do it. Up. So when I go into a plank, I'm having a real problems getting those muscles to work in the leg that I'm lifting, my left leg, because I'm so busy trying to keep my legs from sliding out. So do what's right so that you can feel this in the hamstrings and the glutes. Up. 15 seconds left. Up. Feel it. 3, 2, 1, and down. On your back. Same thing. Raising the legs up, one leg at a time. Bring it up. The other foot stays on the floor as an anchor. So all the work goes in the hip flexor of that top leg, or that leg that's going up. Quadricep and hip flexors. 15 seconds left. Keep going. That's all you got. Up. Looking at the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. I tell you what, that burns from the hip flexor all the way down to the top half of the thigh. Other leg extended. Ready? Let's do it. Arms up, put the arms to the sides. If you have any twisting of that lower back at all, if it's not, get the arms up over the shoulders. "30 seconds down, 15 to go. Five more. 4, 3, 2, last one. And down, ouch, on your side. Last ones we're doing. Side leg lifts. Working our way around the horn. 5 seconds, we get started. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Toe stays forward. You stay on that hip bone. Torso, spine, legs, right straight down. Don't bend. Don't twist. Put your hand out in front if you have to keep yourself from rolling backwards onto that glute. Just put just a little bit of weight front, and then use that hand to hold you up on that hip bone. Up. 15 seconds left on the side. Up. Lift that heel, keep the toe forward. Up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Around other side. All right, here we go. Legs out. Extended. Hand up. Let's do it. Up. Bring that leg right straight up. You don't need a lot of tension on that band. All you need to do is feel it on the outside of the hip. It's like a booty band. It doesn't give much. It's just the tension, that isometric, tightening up those muscles and keeping them tight. 15 seconds in. Up. 15 seconds left. That's it. And you're done with this. 10 seconds. Up. Lift. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Off it goes. On your back. We're going to stretch out the hips because they need it. Leg over. Arms out to the sides. Lift the right leg up over the left. Let it drop. Put a little bend in the knee. You can see it's better from this side. I leave a little bend in the knee as I drop it down. Take some deep breaths. Let those muscles that we just worked stretch out, and then lengthen that leg out, extending at the knee. Get a little more stretch down the side of the hip. All right. Right ankle, left knee, whichever. Just let it drop down, and you can either grab on to that leg and bring it up towards the hip. You want to feel a stretch on the outside of the hip. So grab the one going into a figure 4, lifting up. All you want to feel is on the outside of the hip. Man, this is a great stretch for what we just did. And out, other side, same thing. Leg out, over the top. Keep the shoulders on the floor so that you don't hurt the lower back. Deep breath in, exhale, release that hip. It stays tight until you really think about letting it go. Let those muscles softening up. Extend the knee out a little bit more. Feel the stretch all the way down the IT band. And figure 4. Ankle on the knee. Pull it in. Or come up on the hands, whichever works for you. I like this better. It keeps me more stabilized. If I try to pull the leg in, I have this tendency to roll around on my back. And then I start twisting. And release, let it go. While you're on the floor, left knee up, right leg extended. Actually, left knee, left foot. Try this again. Right foot under the left knee. Hand out to the side. We're going to rotate the shoulders. Keep the one foot, if you can see this. Roll the shoulders. Keep the chin up as you do that rotation. Feel the stretch through the hip of the leg that's on the floor. Other side, same thing. Left foot under the right knee. Right knee is up in the air. Left hand around. And take that right shoulder back. That's the one that does the rotation. Don't let anything go into the lower back. And bring it back to the middle. Let's go ahead and stand up. Wide set. We're just gonna go side to side. Stick that butt out as far as it'll go. Push back up. Other side, same thing. Stretch it out. Again, get those hamstrings worked out. Push back as far as you can. And up, feet stay flat on the floor. Don't let the heel roll up. You're not getting any stretch out of that. You're just putting stress on the knee. All right, arms down, rotate. Really bring it around. Feel the stretch all the way through that hip, down the leg, through the back and chest. Other side, same thing. Keep the chin up. Rotate, spine stays straight. Neutral position all the way. Hands on the thighs. Bring it up overhead, arms up over the top. Deep breath in, push the stomach out, and exhale. Thank you, guys. I will see you on Friday, day after next.